Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a good day. Um, I decided to make a little quick video. This is a real simple meal. Most people already know how to make this, but I thought it would be good to do it for people that don't, because there's always someone that don't know how to do that. So today I will be doing a smothered red potato with sausage, and I'm gonna put my little secret ingredient in. I'm gonna add some bacon, and then I am doing some hamburger patties, but I decided I don't want hamburgers, so I'm gonna actually smother those down with a gravy with some onion and peppers. So that's what we eating tonight. So let's go. I already have everything. Let's see, make sure y'all can see everything here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I got my pan already hot, so I'm going to put some olive oil, just a little bit, and let's see here. I guess I'll go ahead and put a little oil for my potato, for my meat also. I'll go ahead and put a little oil on that also. Okay. So, since I have my oil in here, and it's warming up, my pan is already hot, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my red potatoes. I have already cut them. Skin is still on. I just cut them and washed them. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Woo. Popping, guys. We're popping. So let's see here. So I have my potatoes in here. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit on a medium low. And I think it popped like that because I had water on them, but it'll be okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in a little bit of onion. And I cut probably maybe a half an onion. And then I have some fresh garlic. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in there. And I'm going to put just a couple of green bell peppers, not too many. So what I want to do right now is kind of saute these a little bit. And let's see, I'm going to bring this over here so you guys can see. Give me just one moment here so you guys can see. And see, this is the red potatoes, and I have it sauteing with the garlic, onions, and green bell pepper, right? And a little bit of olive oil. So what I'm going to do with that, I think I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil to that here. So let's see, just add a little bit more olive oil. And we're going to let those saute and let those start to brown. Now while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start on my hamburger patties, right? So let's see here. I got my patties. Oh, I forgot, guys. Of course I'm cheating. Remember I said I was going to use bacon, but I'm going to use my air fryer for my bacon. So my bacon is good. That's good enough. And of course I got to have my coffee. Sorry. I gotta have my coffee while I'm cooking. So let's see here. So see, I have hamburger, just regular hamburger patties. Let me turn it down. It's gonna fry a lot too. Just two nice little hamburger patties. Stir them up again. They will stick a little bit, but if you just stir it, it'll be just fine. You want it to get brown. You don't want it to be like a boiled potato. You want it to be a little fried. So now what I'm going to do is, let me let y'all see here. What I'm going to do is, while that meat is frying there, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of seasoning on there because I didn't season it. I'm going to put a little bit of Tony Saturate. Right? See? Tony Saturate. I'm going to put a little bit on my potatoes as well. I'm going to put a little bit of my Flavor garlic lovers. Put a little bit of that on those potatoes and a little bit on my meat patties. I got this little habanero from Flavor Guards. I like it. I don't know. I'll just put a little bit. My food has to be seasoned very well. I hate bland food, so it is what it is. And then I have some crushed red peppers. I'm going to put a little bit of crushed red pepper on my potatoes. Sometimes I would even cut up a habanero pepper, but I'm not going to do that today because I don't want it to be too spicy. And then I have a little bit of cayenne pepper. And you're probably saying, well, didn't you just put crushed red peppers? What you gonna put the cayenne pepper? It has to be, okay? That's all I can say. And this is everything spicy with Flavor Guards. It's not spicy at all, but I just like the flavor, so I'm gonna add just a little bit. And I put it on my meat patties as well. Okay. So let's stir this up. And let that keep sauteing, right? We got that sauteing in this olive oil. And also, what I want to put in there is my sausage, right? And if you remember the last time when I did my etouffee, I love my sausage to be fried a little bit. I don't like it to taste like it's boiled, so I'm going to put it in there right now. And let that get sauteed in there as well. So, let's see here. Let's flip these hamburger patties. I only seasoned them on one side, but that's good enough because I'm going to actually season my gravy. So, okay. I'm going to put that right there. And then stir this up a little bit. And I want to bring this over here so you guys can see it though, right? So while my meat is on the other side cooking, I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of my garlic in here. Because remember, I'm going to make a gravy with these meat patties. So I put my garlic in there. Ooh. And I'm going to put the rest of these onions. and the rest of these bell peppers. Right? And I'm going to let them saute in this olive oil as well. So I'm going to bring y'all over so y'all can see it. Okay, so right now I have those meat patties frying right here with some onion, bell pepper, and garlic. And I have my smothered potatoes right here. Still sauteing those with some sausage that I cut up. Right? This is really a quick meal. It doesn't take very long to cook at all. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. So let's see here. So what I need to do now is actually go ahead and cut up my bacon that I want to put in here and put it in my meat. That's what I'm going to do next. But see, it took less than 10 minutes and I was able to have my meat frying with my onion and bell pepper. Right? I have my potatoes sauteing over there. So let me get my bacon. Let's see here. So with this bacon, I want to chop it up just a little bit. Let's see. I'll use this little cutting board. Did I do this? So like I said, I did my bacon. Let me turn it a little bit this way so you can see me. Hey, I'm right here. So I did my bacon in the air fryer. So right now I'm just going to cut it up a little bit. So I can have it all through my potatoes. And I didn't fry them all the way. Well, not all the way to me, because I like my bacon crispy. But I cut them. Ooh, I almost licked my finger, y'all. But I cut them enough so when I put them in my potatoes, it can still cook a little bit more. So, let me wash my hands. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stir it and then I'm going to let y'all see that. Whew. So how is everyone's day going? I hope y'all all are having y'all had a good day, a productive day at least, right? Let's see. Oh, did I drop a piece of my sausage? Oh no, I did, y'all. I'm gonna flip these meat patties again. I can turn that back up. Oh, I dropped my sausage. So let me bring this back over here for you guys so you can see. In here is the potatoes, and I got the bacon. Don't that look good, guys? It's going to be so good. Alright. And then I have my meat patties over here. with my onions and peppers. Turn that over. So now what I'm going to do with those meat patties, I'm going to make a homemade flour, right? So to do that, a homemade gravy. So to do that, I need a little bit of flour, right? So we just going to put a little bit of flour in here. Don't have to have that much. And that's how I'm going to make the gravy. I'm going to put a little bit more on. Alright. And we're going to let this flour start to brown in this oil. And that's how we're going to make the gravy. Alright. So if you've never made your own homemade gravy, this is how you make a gravy. Just a little bit of oil in your flour and let it brown to your desired thing, and then just add a little water. So, okay, I'm going to put you guys back over here so y'all can see me. So now what I'm going to do is so I have browned the potatoes as much as I want. I want to add a little bit of water to them. So what I always do is I take my top, the top that I'm cooking with, put a little bit of water, cover them up. There they go. So we're going to let those cook down a little bit. So now I have my flour and my oil over here. And I don't, for this, I don't have to really have a real brown gravy. I just wanted to have a little gravy to it. Right? So, I'm going to do the same thing again, guys. I'm going to take my top and I'm going to add a little water. You see, this pot actually has a hole in it, so I have to make sure that I put my finger at the bottom of it. So, I added a little bit of water in there. And see, that's going to make that flour. The flour is what's going to thicken it up, right? But I want to season my flour a little bit. My gravy. I have to have a little seasoning. I put seasoning on the meat, but now since I didn't add a little water, I'm going to put a little bit more. And that's the Tony Sasser. I'm going to put a little bit more on my potatoes since I added that water too. So, really, I'm using the same seasonings for my gravy. Just a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of everything spice, because my gravy got to be good, right? But I forgot, I want to put a little bit more garlic on my potatoes also. And that's the one thing, guys, I keep saying I'm going to try to get better at that. But I do not measure my seasons, I just season. So this one is an Italian zest. I'm going to add a little bit of that on the potato and a little bit on that gravy. Let's see how this gravy is looking here. Just coming along. What I think I'm going to do though is, let's see if I have some up here, because every once in a while I will use it. I have this, what's called, it's like a brown gravy or roux mix, same thing. I'm just gonna add a little bit, just to add a little bit more color, because I didn't really fry it that long. But the flour and the olive oil is what's gonna make it thick. And I'm going to cover that up as well. So, what I'm going to do now is let y'all see how everything is looking. Ooh, guys, it look good. It really does look good. So I'm going to bring it over. Let me drink some of my coffee first. Ooh. It's good. It's good. So let me bring you guys over and let you see. So this is my potato. Right? And I'm just letting it simmer. In here, just letting it simmer down. And I'm probably going to let that simmer maybe about 10 minutes. I just need to get my potatoes as tender as I want them, right? And then I'm going to let y'all see my meat patties. See, I got my gravy. Let it cook in this gravy. That's all I'm doing is letting it cook in this gravy. So I'm gonna let this smother down, get real good, and that's it. And that is going to be the meal for today, right? You just gotta let it simmer just for a few minutes. But I want to make sure that it comes out real good. Now, what I'm doing, I'm still in the process of trying to figure out this video thing, guys, right? Because we all know sometimes it takes a little bit longer to cook if I'm cooking on camera. So my meals are not done in 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm still at the stages where I am trying to figure out how to edit the video, right? Like if I let this cook for a while and come back and cut it out. But I still have not figured that out. So my plan is to look that up tonight. I'm going to start working on that. If I'm going to be doing this, I have to be good at it, right? So that's what I'm going to do. But I refuse to show you guys raw food, okay? I just refuse to do that. And I want y'all to see the food on the plate, so you see how it actually came out. And you're probably like, what in the world made you decide to cook this? And I really don't know. I just had hamburger patties. I took them out, and then I decided I don't want hamburgers. So this is what I came up with. But I knew I kind of wanted potatoes and sausage, so this is what we got. And you know, red potatoes don't really take, it really does not take red potatoes a long time to cook at all. It really doesn't. It really does not. But I just have to let them saute Let them sit there and let them smother. That's where it comes from, saying smothered potatoes, right? Add in a little bit of water. You're frying them, letting them brown, and then add in a little bit of water to give it that smothered taste. Alright, so. Oh, y'all need to see how this gravy looks now. It looks so good. But I still want to cook it a little bit longer. I'm gonna show y'all. So, see how it look, guys? Oh my God, look at that gravy. With that garlic. See that garlic and onions and peppers all in there? Oh, that looks so good. Let's cover that back up. Let it cook a few more minutes. And I'm gonna let y'all see this. See how it's coming along. Look at there. I don't like my potatoes mushy, but I have to make sure that they're tender enough, right? Yeah. And I think what I'm gonna add a little bit more water in there. Give me just one moment. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna turn it back over here so you guys can see. I didn't add too much water, but yeah, I want those sausages to smother a little bit longer. So I am just gonna sit here and drink some more of my coffee. So maybe, I don't know if I told you guys, if you have not followed me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook at Blessed Kitchen. That's the Facebook page. And also, if you have not like and subscribe this channel, the more people I get, then eventually I'll be able to do live broadcasts, right? I think I have to have like 1,000, so that's my goal, right? My first goal is to get 1,000 subscribers so I can do a live broadcast instead of recording, right? So that's the next thing that that's what I'm working for. Baby, when I tell you, this stuff is cooking. But I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, guys. I have it frying over here. Have to turn it down a little bit. So, what I think I'm going to do, and I hate to do this, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys, like I said, go to my page, Blessed Kitchen, on Facebook, and I will have the finished product on display. I will have it plated for you and you can see how it came out. But thank each of you for taking the time to watch and listen to me with this great meal of smothered red potatoes with sausage and bacon and smothered meat hamburger patties. So that's what we're eating tonight. I'll see y'all on Blessed Kitchen. Y'all have a good day.